Well, thank you very much for joining me. Hope everyone's having a good time. Just got to the end of the pre-race practice. Going into qualifying for this iRacing Grand Prix Tour. 58 laps around MotorLand Aragón. I'll double check we've got right setup on. Don't need to save the current one. I'm just going for the iRacing setup. Aragon qualifying. Okay. Probably too much fuel, but that's okay. I'll switch recharge on. The new hybrid system. All right. Car number 8, 16 car field.
Okay, Adrian, we've got 2 laps to get the job done. The track temp's increasing. It's now 36 Celsius.
So we'll do a semi-push lap. We'll use some battery on the next lap. After that, we'll turn our recharge back on for the middle section. Because we just need to top things up for the final push lap when we've got warmed tyres. So recharge off there. DRS open. Recharge back on. And off again.
3-1.
Which means we start closer to 100% at the start of that straight. Push lap now.
P3, you're now 4.3 seconds off the pace. 2/10 off the pace in sector 3. 35.74. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Car in front has just posted up on 30.09.
Stupid under rotation. .6, that's not too bad. Oh, that's P3, not too bad. Ooh, all right. Take that. Oh, no Luke. Suppose Luke often doesn't run on a Friday night. Not unhappy with that. Not unhappy at all. Ooh, nip and tuck with Sebastian. That's all right. Just need a clean race. Hopefully we can stay around here. If there's any trouble for Alex, Michael, or Sebastian, we can definitely swoop in and take a podium. Just got to keep Max behind us. 29.3 though. Out in front by 7/10. I don't know where I'd find 1.3 seconds around here. I mean, maybe 0.3 through the downhill corkscrewish bit. But yeah, not sure I'd find an extra second on top of that.
That's the end of the session, P4.
P4, pretty happy. All right, I think I'm just gonna. We'll wait till the actual session loads. Official setups. We don't need to save the current setup. Now we are at MotorLand Aragón. So on Aragon IGPT, I did some practicing on the Algarve setup. I think we just want to run at stock. We finished with just over. I'll take 3 kilos of fuel. Let's reload that. Just take out 3 liters, yeah. Or 3 kilos, sorry. We're at MotorLand Aragón. We have a setup modified from Aragón. We are on medium tyres. Yes.
58 laps. Car number 8.
Recharge mode is off. balanced. Despite what the wheel in front and the overlays on the screen are telling you. They'll say attack instead of balanced. Thank you.
This will be a standing start. Okay, Adrian, be ready. Green, green, green. You're in the middle, 3 clear right, clear all around. Run out of track limits, keep it between the lines. On your left, clear left. Left side. You're still there, clear left.
Flippin' heck.
Okay, the start will do. Time to get to work. The gap in front is now 0.5. The car in front of us is King, car number 11, and their rating is 2.4.
Greatest respect, Alan, mate. I'm gonna have to try and pass you somewhere.
B5. Adrian, you need to pass this track, you're losing too much time. The leader has just done a 1:33.67. That's a big mess in turn 16. Lap time was at 1:36.23.
Sorry, Matt, that was my fault.
Dennis.
Mind the gap, car right. Right side's clear. Nice pass. Well done, Adrian. The next car is Wakes car number 4. Their rating is 3.9.
Alright,
We'll need to
get after Michael.
56 P4. You've just done a 135.38. That's your fastest lap.
Yeah, mate. I think I'm faster than Alan, but I obviously wasn't that much faster.
Gap to King behind is now 1.2
It's difficult in
seconds.
the dirty air sometimes. Oh, that was a mistake.
Fastest lap for Alex, 133.44.
Yeah, it's bloody annoying for me too, because that's what's on the wheel, so...
You've just done a 136.00. Sector 3 is 1.4 off the pace.
Finally, state of charge is getting back up there. What was that, 2 laps? Go from about 20%.
The gap to King behind is now 1.2.
Well, I hope you have a good day, Gabe. Hope work's not too boring. Keep your eyes on the road if you're driving. Probably best to just listen if you're driving.
135.39. Turn 9. Looks like it's Karen.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
2.0.
Definitely the plan right now.
New fastest lap for Alex, 133.30. That lap time was 1:35.01. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Flippin' heck. Lost like 4/10 through there, Adrian. Come on.
Now 2.4. They're quicker than us entering turn 14. That lap time was 1:34.50. That's your quickest lap in this session. An incident in turn 16. You think it might be walls? Yellow flag, caution.
Annoying we didn't get DRS off
Ahead is now
that stranded driver.
Incident in turn 17. It looks like King. That was at 1:35.07. Ahead is now 5.1 seconds.
Yeah, unfortunately Michael's just 4/10 or so a lap faster than me on average. 4 or 5/10.
That lap was at 1:34.75. front is now 5.1.
Whew.
There's an incident in turn 17. Looks like it's King.
Ah, Alan. Driving so well at the start, Alan.
The gap to Azerbaijan in front is now 5.8.
I know. Side wind through that little hump isn't helping anything anywhere.
That was at 135.61.
Yep, screwed that up. Don't try to do too many things different at one time, Adrian.
There's an incident in turn 17. We think it might be Connor. Incident in turn 18. It looks like Connor. Just done at 35.85. There's an incident in turn 11. It looks like walls.
What's going on here? It's a party. Party on the backstretch.
Gap to Azerbaijan in front is now 5.4. car is 2 laps behind. Right side, clear right.
Flippin' heck.
The car in front of us is a lap behind. Track limits, watch those lines. There's an incident in turn 17, looks like it's Wake Zurich.
Flippin' heck.
Wake Zurich, car right, clear right.
Couldn't tell where that driver was going. Of course, they had to hold us up right as Michael made a mistake. If you're watching this back, Michael, thank you for watching. Always appreciate the views. And oh dear, you got lucky there.
Well done, Adrian. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. P3. That was 135.61. We've been warned about track limits.
Oh no! That's why we got the podium. Sebastian's connection dropped. Oh. Well, it is the sim racing version of hardware failure. Lando Norris can have his dominant Mercedes drop an oil pipe. We can have a dropped connection every now and again.
Incident in turn 16. I think it might be Karen.
another back marker.
There's an incident in turn 14. Looks like it's walls. The gap to Wake Zurich ahead is now 3.1 seconds.
Thanks, Brad. That was perfect. Cheers. Oh, that's genuine, by the way. If my racer radio voice made it sound sarcastic, it wasn't.
Your lap time was at 1:34.78.
All right, come on.
Gap to P2 ahead is now 2.7 seconds. Incident in turn 17, I think it might be Karen. To Wake Zurich ahead is now 2.5. There's an incident in turn 18, it looks like walls.
Hey, Taco. How you doing, mate?
Incident in turn 4. We think it might be Connor. That last lap was at 1:35.26. The gap in front is now 2.8. Yellow flag. Karen behind is pitting. That's a new fastest lap for Sebastian, 1:32.92. There's an incident in turn 17. It looks like Eric. Karen is now on mediums.
Jesus, mate, what a rejoin.
Oh. 4 a.m. is the wrong kind of 4 o'clock, mate. Look at that, cool as a cucumber he was. I was never going to get past, stuck my nose down. Wonder if Michael's got damage. That felt slow through turn 1.
New fastest lap for Sebastian, 1:32.63.
Hey Connor. Welcome along everyone.
The gap ahead is now 1.0 seconds.
So rubbish through that turn 17 hill thing.
V2 in front is now 1.2 seconds.
How is that so much worse than his? You know what? I think I'm going to box. I can take the softs 35 laps, can't I? Yeah.
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
See if we can undercut.
100 meters.
Oh, Connor, I don't know.
50 meters. Front right, 68%. Rear right, 78. Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
The answer is yes, mostly. I just need to be we need to drive really fast, but also really carefully. The horrible skill of cold tire driving. Don't count on them to stick anywhere.
Barnes closing the gap. It's now 8.5 seconds.
Hey, Tobias. Thanks, Race Control. Appreciate you. Let's see what type of lap times we can pull out of these. Now Eric behind us is quick. Eric came second last night. Yeah, I think it's
Okay, Adrian,
a good track for a number of cars.
The gap to P4 behind is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
It's wide and flat. I think it works for these F1 cars pretty well. Yeah, I'm on HDF.
The lap time was 1:33.28.
iRacing set, so high downforce, 0 degrees wing, 0 gurney. Hey, I'm not sure at the moment, had some issues. And Sebastian
The gap to Eric
was running
behind is
P2
increasing.
for ages,
It's now 12 seconds.
and then had a disconnect.
Incident in turn 16. Looks like it's Connor. You've just done a 1:33.39.
I think I'm doing that corner wrong. I always put the bias back, but maybe I want it forward and get it more on the nose. I need to shorten that braking zone just a little.
Gap to P4 behind is increasing. It's now.
I'm hoping so,
14
Lucas.
seconds.
Really hoping so. It's not going to feel great once the lap counter clicks over 51 or 52 laps, but
There's an incident in turn 5. We think it might be Wake Zurich and Pest. The lap time was at
That's a report, mate.
1:33.56.
Unbelievable. I
oh
got
no.
killed, but well, who got left down?
Oh no. Michael has had a shit race.
Did he take you out?
Incident in turn 8. Looks like it's Est. Car in front is 3 laps behind.
That wasn't it. Michael had issues with another back marker earlier. Ooh, I really thought that was going to be too late.
The leader is now on softs.
I don't like what's going on down here.
Brakes are out. Ahead is pitting. Car will clear right. P2, you've just done a 134.74. Zurich is now on softs.
There we go. Why can't I just do that every single time? Like, seriously. Oh, that's too much curb. Wow, my deployment has really...
Okay, Adrian, the next car is 4 laps behind. V3 behind is increasing. It's now
Go to build for a while.
You've just done a 134.09.
At least through the start of this lap, try and recover a little more, but my state of charge is absolutely crap. Wow.
On your right side's clear. Fastest lap for Alex, 131.70. The car in front of us is now 1 lap behind.
Thanks Tobias. I didn't see till after I was past him, but halfway.
Alright Adrian, half distance. Fuel looks tight. You might make it to the end. That lap was a
Oh, rubbish, Jim.
5-1.
What are you smoking? Nah, fuel's fine. And race labs. My little app that gives me noises has been updated, but that's because I've got the source code to it and I did it myself. So when I change the switch, I hear the name of the attack mode, or the mode, sorry, ERS mode. I could just set attack.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Balanced.
Track limits.
Sorry about that. Idiot.
Okay, Adrian, the next car is 1 lap behind.
I'm pretty sure the state of charge target for balanced is 80%, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know, this new system, maybe it's more realistic, but it doesn't seem to do very well if you ended up underneath 25 or so percent.
That lap time was 1:33.61.
Hey Martin, I don't think I need to box again, unless these tyres give up the ghost.
Car left. Clear left. Is now 12 seconds.
I did 33 laps on my softs last night, so should be okay tonight to do 35. Just a shame that the strategy against Michael didn't play out naturally.
That lap time was 1:34.61.
Yeah, I heard that. I think the thing is that he was essentially involved in 2 backmarker incidents tonight, so he's not going to be particularly pleased with that. Yeah, I can't seem to drive the Super Formula. I just do not get on with it at all.
The gap to P3 behind is now 12 seconds.
Sean could be a danger.
That was 1:33.40.
Yeah, I think I just need to drive it a heap more. Trouble is, I feel so specialized with my iRating from this series. I'm so scared that I'm gonna drop like 300 or 400 if I start racing officials, which I'd have to do to get good. Adrian.
Your last lap time was 1:34.14.
Will I? Probably.
The next car is a lap behind.
I mean, it'd be nice if they could, you know, maybe not for
New fastest lap for Alex.
2026 season 1,
21.50.
but maybe for season 2, sort of just in time for most of the tour races to get the wet tyres. That'd add a bit of spice back. Especially if they updated these tyres to the V9.7 simulation, that the, you know, GTPs, LMP2, GT3s, GT4s all have.
That lap was 1:34.00.
I mean, there's the winter season where we can get some races going when we normally have the softs for last season, softs for tour. Last season 1 was pretty good like that.
The gap behind is now 13 seconds.
Yeah, they wouldn't change a car. They wouldn't change a car mid-season. I think that goes especially for the...
That was at 133.81 as an incident in turn 1. It looks like best. Sector 3 is up to date off the pace.
Especially for the F1 car, because the year-long season is where most of the participation is. Yeah. Yeah, likely. I mean, I can't imagine that they'd start the tour with this car and then release a new F1 car in like season 2. So I'm pretty sure that Australia in March is before the end of season 1. So I think it's the first 2 rounds are week 11 and 12, or week 12 and 13 of season 1 for 2026.
That lap was at 134.07.
There originally.
Karan was closing you down. The gap has come down to 13 seconds.
Ah.
Quicker than you entering turn 14. Karan behind is pitting.
Didn't have the original.
Karan is now on softs.
Yeah. Look, I'd love to get... I mean, look, the ideal would be if they still had a good relationship with McLaren. You know, we've had a McLaren F1 car before. Get the, what is it, MCL 36 is the current one. Get that one. Launch it in December, just after they've won the World Championship. Oh. Talk about 2022 Season 1 vibes all over the shop. MCL 39, sorry.
Sector 2's a second off the pace. Alright, Adrian, lap times are pretty consistent.
Yeah, the way the question about using the W12 in officials, the way the answer's been presented to me from iRacing suggests that it's not an option they have. So I don't know if that's contractual or what. But I couldn't imagine when they were inking the deal for the W12 and W13 that somebody was like, oh yeah, you'll use the latest one. Because they were signing it, you know, at the beginning of 2021 or whatever, or early in 2021. When nobody had any idea about what was going to happen in 2022. But yeah, look, I mean, the W12 is a very different car to drive. Tell you what, I'd be upset if they turned around and said, hey, look, we're going to try and experiment for season 1, we're going to go with the W12.
34.16.
If they were able to do that. If we didn't get participation, I'd go to, it'd be really petty. Go to the forums and hunt down everyone who said just bring back the W12 and make sure that they raced at least one official. If they didn't, ask them why not. Yeah, I mean, the thing with the Williams F1 is people will, in one sentence, they'll go, oh, we need, you know, the W12 and to be able to paint it. Oh, or perhaps they just bring back the Williams. And it's like, have you checked? Have you taken the Williams out recently? You literally have the choice of some solid colours. A solid colour or the Williams livery. There's no other options. There's no patterns, no sponsors. Not that the Mercedes have sponsors, but they at least have a pretty decent range of patterns and 3 colours. Yeah, Tobias. Not saying anything about how the car drives, you know. I gave it a test earlier this year. Drove around a few laps of Silverstone, and it was cool. Yeah, I think people who get upset about the livery thing, I mean, like, okay, yes, I enjoyed creating a full custom F1 car livery for my couple of seasons.
Car left. Clear left.
For my couple of seasons in the MP430. It was great fun. Pretending I was my own little F1 team. Or joining up with Alex Van Gien from the Missed Apex podcast. And a couple of the other
Turn 1. You think it might be Connor?
people there. We all had a sort of a team livery, and we used to do the Thursday evening UK time race.
Looks like it's wakes around.
8 PM Thursday UK. I'd get up at 4:30 in the morning to do it.
Okay, Adrian, the next car is 4 laps behind.
Flippin' heck.
Clear left. Just cut the track.
Yeah, thanks. I was gonna go up the inside because I thought you're on the outside. But no, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna jerk to the inside. Let you go on the outside. Plow through the dirty air. Ended up costing us both time. Oh yeah, for sure. Sounds like someone's not a fan of the Season 4 build.
Alex is pitting. Alex in front is pitting. Alex, car number 1, is leading the race.
Alex is taking a vanity pit. Oh wow. 15 laps to go. Or 14 after this one. I thought I'd been rabbiting on long enough. Yeah, I definitely need to make a list of things over the next couple of months to try to get iRacing to... Oh, don't do that, Adrian. Try to get iRacing to work on. I think the fixed set for Phillip Island probably needs to be MDF. I think you can make a Phillip Island MDF set that's safe enough for the masses. And I think it means that people who just go straight into the open setup with the fixed set on aren't miles behind for no reason, or no apparent reason. There's a couple of other tracks where we might need to go to MDF. What I found interesting the other day, thanks Jim, I was listening to the Missed Apex podcast.
Your lap time was 1:34.47.
And they had on former Mercedes and Haas strategist Mike Caulfield.
There's an incident in turn 9. It looks like Nova side.
Sean, I won't fight you in the next race.
Car ahead is 2 laps behind.
Sorry, I was just concentrating there for a second. Yeah, I was talking to Mike Caulfield, and he mentioned that the teams were almost all running nearly the full fuel tank. So the full 110 kilos.
Alex, 1:30.68.
I thought that was interesting because these races are calculated to be the same distance as they would be in real life, or they are in real life if we're at the same track. And we very rarely run anywhere close to the full tank. Like today I've come with 93 kilos. And yeah, easy. Probably should have dropped, I was going to drop another kilo out at least. I know that Crofty always talks about them underfueling the car.
Behind is pitting now.
So I tried that earlier, doing some build. I went into build just after the, or just before the big hairpin down here. By the time I got to before the corkscrewy-like section, I was down 6/10. When most normal laps I'm down 1/10 or 2/10, so it probably cost me 4 to 5/10 being in build. Just give up 2/10 in that corner.
Okay, Adrian, the next car is 1 lap behind.
So yeah, I was just wondering why. Some of it may be I don't think we use the instantaneous fuel flow quite as much as the real life do. We're in the high 80s normally, when I assume that most of the teams will run it a lot closer to the 100 kilograms per hour that they're actually allowed as the limit. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that we're not using anywhere near as much fuel. Could just be a skill issue on my part too. Like that was. Yeah, true. I suppose. Fixed cooling that has to work over every circuit at every altitude. From blindingly hot days to as cold as iRacing gets days. Yeah, I thought it was an interesting little tidbit of information that rarely do teams go more than a couple of kilos away from the overall limit. I assume that when Crofty's talking about them needing to, you know, run it really close, they're a lot closer to the fuel flow limit because they're able to, as Connor says, adjust their cooling and adjust their engine mode to use the right amount. Because yeah, if you're leaving a kilo of fuel out, you gain lap time by not needing to accelerate that kilo of fuel during the race, but you also can't burn it and make speed because it's not there.
Incident in turn 12. We think it might be Nova Sad.
Oh, Todd.
Incident in turn 14. Looks like it's Nova Sad. There's an incident in turn 13. It looks like Nova Sad. Yellow flag.
Oh, it's been a pretty terrible lap for you, Todd. Sorry to see it. Yeah, we must, Connor, I assume. I mean, that might also be a bit why we're, you know, why they talk about our engines not being tuned for ultimate high speed at, you know, Monza and that sort of thing, because they're running a slightly lower mode. I'll be honest, we did have requests for the outer circuit to be used for this race, but I actually find, I think for a Grand Prix, you need this little bit. Otherwise the straight's just way too long. Because it becomes a straight, you know, the whole thing becomes a straight. But yeah, it'd be interesting to have the actual Baku track.
134.15.
Actually drive the corners, Adrian. Yeah, it'd be interesting for iRacing to scan and build the actual Baku track. It'd be fun to test out that castle section in VR. It'd probably be pretty intimidating, I think.
Turn 16, we think it might be Karen.
Oh. There's Sean spinning around. Yeah, I've not seen too many people drive the F1 car on ovals. Can't remember seeing it actually. Plenty of NERB GP.
Just
Oh, sorry.
33.93.
Nürburgring Nordschleife laps. There was all the YouTube creators were out there trying to get the best time in the W12 when it got released. Showed you how little
Incident in turn 12. It looks like
how little energy deployment
Yellow flag. There's an incident in turn 13. Looks like it's Connor.
how little energy deployment a Formula One car has around a lap. Because you had to really pick where you'd turn from build to even balanced, because it had just run out of deployment allowance, and only having done about a quarter or a third of the lap. That 2 megajoule from battery to MG UK limit. I believe is modelled in iRacing, and sorry, it's 4 for deployment, 4 megajoules battery to MG UK, and then 2 megajoules from MG UK back to the battery. So if you deploy your full allotment, it should take 2 laps of full recharge to get it back, or 2 laps doing your fully allowed recharge to get it back. The system doesn't necessarily need to be 100% devoted to recharge, but anyway. I'm glad I don't have work tomorrow. My right hand was aching all day today. Just the fingers, all the joints, like they were bruised. I think it's a combination of a lot of mouse work during the day, and then however many hundreds of gear changes I need to do on this last night. Not to mention gripping the actual wheel.
Track temperature's falling. It's now 31 Celsius. Your lap time was 1:33.72. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Cheers, Alan, mate. Hey, mate, why do you think I stream for them? That's what you're all here, to keep me awake. It's been good. I've been rabbiting on for the last 15 laps or so. Usually not doing that. Flippin' heck.
2 laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium.
Yeah, that right front
Okay, Adrian, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
might have some wear, I think. Yeah, normally Alex has people like maybe Tobias or
Incident in turn 16. It looks like Karen and Eric.
or Mr. Vesti or who else? Leopold or just trying to think. Lots of names. Connor. Yeah, Connor. But yeah, there'd be other people up there. Depending on the week, they may or may not be
Last lap. Bring it on home. Come on, Adrian.
duking it out for P1, but you know, Luke would have definitely been giving it a red hot go. I mean, I qualified P4. I think that was a bit of a fluke of who actually joined the race, more than my qualifying time being super. I mean, it was pretty good. It was a 30.8. Which I'd count as pretty good. Is my clutch bugging? I don't know. I'll watch the video back and have a look. Oh yeah, my clutch is bugging. So a couple of races ago, I don't think that message is right. There we go, P2, yes!
Podium finish. Nice one. That's the end of the session.
Congrats, Alex. Commiserations, Michael. I think that P2 was yours, but it seems you had some trouble.
Yeah, you will see it when watching the replay back. It was quite egregious. I don't know. Infuriating. But I'm kind of happy for you to get the P2 anyway.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciated. And yeah, I'm in good recovery to get back to P3, mate. Sleep well, Lucas. Thanks all. Mario, Connor. Tobias, thank you. Hey, Tobias, if you're still in the session, are you able to, like, type something in the chat? I want to see what this turn on or off chatting with spectators means. Or if anyone's in the session, spectator, just type something in the chat. All right, let's have a look at some stuff. Percent on my tires. Looks to me like it's basically 66% along the rear and 49% front right and 65% left front. I wouldn't want to go too much longer. And I will admit that, you know, obviously I wasn't under a lot of pressure there. All right. I'll just quickly have a look at this start. Oh, now that little snap, I realise now that Sebastian wasn't turning. Or is that Sebastian? No, it's Michael. It's you, Michael. I realise now you weren't turning into me. If you go back and watch the actual live, it really looks like you jink all the way over towards me, and I'm like, oh crap, he doesn't realise I'm coming up his outside. Oh, who was that? Who do I owe a sorry to? Oh, sorry, Max. Yeah, that's my bad. I was going a bit cautious there. Oh, Max, no. It's no good. Okay, there we go.
It's Mr. Spec.
Where are we? Let's turn the laps on. Why? All right. So let's have a look at. So there's Alan, there's Michael. And Michael said 26 and 27. All right. So what have we got here? We got Michael. I'll just play it through a little quicker. I wish I could get rid of that top bar. Actually, where's the camera tool? No, that's not that. Is it this one? There we go. That's a slightly better far chase. Save car. Yeah, sure. Save. Yeah, override it. Cool. All right. Catching. Oh, that's difficult when you... So you are on your 4 laps difference. Waiting for the DRS. Would have got the DRS there. Decent run through that. I can't run that well through that chicane. Annoying. Got right up under there though. I can't get through there as well either. Oh, mate. See, the trouble is, you're 4 laps ahead of him. You've just overtaken pretty cleanly. He's not going to... What's he doing here? 182 kilometers an hour? 148 kilometers an hour? He's got like 15 kilometers an hour on you. And I mean, you're not going slow through this corner. You've obviously seen and gone wide, but to no avail. Sausage curb into death. Oh shit, that was a mistake. Yeah, I mean, I kind of think that was an attempt to race. And maybe the move into turn 1 was not liked. And look, I think that overtake was fine since you're trying to overtake a blue flag. It was late, but not last minute. You move solidly to the inside, you hug the apex, all good. I'm actually glad that obviously doesn't know... Well, obviously he does have a DRS button mapped. Yeah, and that's a bit of target fixation, trying to get his toe. Yeah, I don't know what to say, mate. That's just a bit awful. Yeah, and I mean, look, was the... I mean, that was a little late to be hanging out around there, but by the same token, if you're out from behind, blue flags, you lift. Well, I mean, you should be braking here, but you lift about here. You know, just 50 meters early, you lift, you slow down, all of a sudden, you know, you're alongside into the braking zone, and then you can pull in behind. That's how to do the blue flags. In my opinion. All right. Oh, Brad also had some issues. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, mate. And it's difficult. It's a skill. Blue flag driving is a skill. Is this just a retire? No, that's a drive-through. Okay. Oh. This hasn't even saved my camera between cars. Why doesn't it save things? All right. Why can't we just have RL blue flags once it's consistent? Because it's difficult to police. It's difficult to write an algorithm to police blue flags unless you were to do it like F1 blue flags. So F1 blue flags, you've got 3 marshalling sectors. If you're shown the blue flag on the 4th marshalling sector, you get a penalty. So unless they did something like that where they gave you a strict time limit, so they'd essentially have to pop up like a slowdown timer. They'd have to pop up, give the place up now, sort of thing. Which, look, that's pretty extreme. I don't think in most racing situations we need to do that. I think it's just a skill. It's a skill that you need to race on iRacing. Like you need to nail the 2-lap quali. Like you need to allow for netcode. I mean, you need to do that on all sims. You need to allow for a bit of netcode. But yeah. Oh. Yeah, sorry, Sebastian, that's on you. Is this a spin on the outlap after a black flag? Yeah, but then, I mean, I've driven sometimes with people in blue flags for ages and ages, and it's not been a problem. Oh. This is a worse version of what I did last night. Yep, that car's not coming back. Yeah, like the leader isn't particularly in danger from behind. Have a look at Max on lap 5. No, sorry, Max. Where's Max? Like to have a few opinions. Oh, drama. So here we go. Far chase is maybe looking a bit too far. Hang on. What do we need? We need not the field of view, not the focus depth. Advanced clip distance shake. I take it from that, Max. Yeah. So about here, when it's not a blue flag, and it's not, I think this was where you bail out, Max. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. All right. I am interested in. Oh, did we watch Damien? Yeah, we saw Damien. And Rahil, I think, is the last one. Last one before we wrap up. One more. Okay, just gave up. Just gave up. Well then, there we go. What a good race for me. For me, Max, sorry you had a bad one. Michael, sorry you didn't have a good one. I do like this circuit. Now, I am not going to be doing the 10 UTC race on Sunday. Why? Because at 11 UTC, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix will get started on the formation lap. So we won't be if anyone who races that time slot won't be finished the race by the time by the time it starts. So yeah, so I won't be there. I am pretty sure I'll be watching the Grand Prix. Yeah, no worries, Michael. And I don't know if I'll find time to race any of the other slots over the weekend. I'll have to see. But if I am, I'll chuck an impromptu stream up. And yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in. Hopefully we've got about 13 people watching at the moment, and we've had 157 views. So yeah, really appreciate everyone who tunes in. And yeah, I'll catch you next time I'm streaming. Worst case scenario, it'll be the next Formula One weekend. So I'll see you then.